I want to start this video out by saying that I hold an airline transport pilot rating. I have multiple jet ratings, and I had a career as a commercial airline pilot. My big concern about remote ID, and believe me, I have a commercial 107 license, and I comply with pre-flighting, all the NOTAMs and everything like that to make a professional drone pilot. But the problem with remote ID, the way it sits right now, is it's going to prevent kids like me when I was growing up from being able to fly. We didn't have any money. My dad worked in the aerospace industry as an aerospace engineer, and he was struggling with staying employed as the contracts came and went. So we couldn't afford to join the local RC club. It was too expensive. We built RCs, but a lot of times what we did was go salvage somebody's wrecked airplane, see if we could use the servos or something like that. And I'll show you a Cub kit that I have that I never was able to complete because I didn't have the money. So later on in my life, when the inexpensive Harbor Freight RC planes came along and some of the other options, it was a chance for me to take kids in the neighborhood and introduce them to flying. I'm afraid that those days are gone. We have a local AMA club, and I'm an AMA member, but it's pretty costly, and it's a great club. They have a great airstrip, but there are just parts of this that are going to keep kids from being, like me when I was growing up, from being able to fly. I used to build all kinds of stuff and take it out in the backyard, test fly it. My dad and I would go to a field and repurpose some of our old servos and some of our radio gear, and it really was quite an upbringing for me in aviation. It really kind of kindled the desire to keep on going, even though it was really expensive when I started to learn how to fly. But I'm afraid the kids today aren't going to have that chance. And in this video, I'm going to show you a couple of my bumblebees. I had a lot of the inexpensive Cubs, and I took kids in our neighborhood to the park, and we could just go fly. And then the styrofoam gliders, my kids and I had so much fun slope soaring. But how do you do that? That's not going to be any free. And my glider with the servos and everything like that weighs over 249 grams. So I'm afraid that the FAA is just going to ruin flying for the next generation. This remote ID is way, way too much of an overreach. It has problems for us commercial operators as far as our safety, but that's going to be the subject for another video. There's another one that is another bumblebee. I actually modified these with a higher lift wing, and I taught a lot of kids how to fly basically with this. Here are two of my Cubs. Again, they're electric power. I used to be able to go to the park easily with the kids and teach them how to fly. And these kids did not have the money to join an AMA club or be part of a FRIA.